Okay, so as we see, out of the ordinary, this phrase just means not ordinary. It's different. It's uncommon. We could say a TV show. This TV show is a little out of the ordinary, so not many people watch it. It's a bit too different. It's not so popular. Now, in that last sentence, we also talked about getting the book out there, getting it published, and it being a challenge.
Yes. Yeah, right. A challenge is something that is difficult to do, basically. It's something that might really test you in some kind of way. Climbing a mountain, especially a big, tall mountain, would be a real challenge. Running a marathon, running for like more than 40 kilometers in a few hours, that would not be easy, right? It would be really difficult. It would definitely be a challenge. For example, we could say it was a challenge to walk all this way through the wind and rain. The wind was blowing hard, the rain was coming down. I didn't have an umbrella. It was really difficult, but I made it. I didn't call a taxi. I walked through it, but it was a challenge. And we said the challenge for Star Jung was getting the book published.
That's right. Publish is a verb. It's spelled P-U-B-L-I-S-H. Publish. And to publish something means to prepare something, usually a book, but also any kind of written material like music or a play. You prepare it for sale, get it printed, and either put it out so people can buy it, or these days, put it online. People can publish online so they can download it onto their Kindle or other e-reader, that kind of thing, or people can otherwise download it. Traditionally, publishing meant getting it printed, getting lots of copies of it out there in bookstores and other places so people can see it and buy it. We could say, for example, the English For You magazine, our English For You magazine, is published once a month.
There you go. It comes out, it has a cover, pages, pictures, all that kind of stuff. When they make a book, they're printing and publishing it. Back to the article. It says Jung used crowdfunding. Really? To help raise the necessary money. Wow.
Yeah.
So it was such a challenge that she actually couldn't find a publisher, a book-making company, to really jump in and say, yes, we want to work with you on this.
It's got to be difficult to do,
exactly.
to make all the, she may have the pictures, but to get them, because we already know these are kind of cardboard, not just normal paper.
That's right.
It's different. How do you kind of put that book together?
Right.
Like, it's not just like fit it in as normal. You would have to maybe invent some kind of new way to print it to make sure it came out right.
Of course, and it would probably cost a lot more for the company to make them. And they thought, well, it's so out of the ordinary. We're not sure we really want to get involved with this. So Star Jung, she said, okay, I'm going to do it on my own. And she turned to crowdfunding. What exactly is crowdfunding? You probably know more about this than I do.
Well, crowdfunding, it's a modern idea where people, they set up an entry on a website.
Right.
Two of the most famous ones are Kickstarter.
I've heard of that, yeah.
And Flying V, which I believe is the Taiwanese kind of crowdfunding site. And it tells people about their project and says, I want to raise money for it. Okay, GoFundMe is another one of those crowdfunding things. And the idea is people who give you money, they are getting some kind of early prize or extra reward for helping you accomplish this task, okay? So if someone says, I want to publish a book, please fund me so I can get it printed and get it all done and make lots of copies. And if you do that, I will give you an early copy of the book before it goes on sale. Maybe I will sign it. Maybe I will give you an extra special gift, that kind of thing. You could also crowdfund a movie, for example. And if you did, maybe if you pay them enough money, they will let you be an extra. Or they will, they'll put your name in the credits. Something like that. So the idea is it's getting money from the public, from crowds of people for a kind of special reward. For helping out these creative people achieve their dreams.
That's right.
That is crowdfunding.
Back in the old days, you might have gone to your rich uncle or your friends and said, hey, can I borrow some money to do this business or really launch this new idea? Now with the internet, you can reach out to everyone, complete strangers. And I guess if you give just, 100 or 500 NT dollars, any amount is useful. And people can crowdfund for art projects, for different businesses, and a lot of times they use crowdfunding for charity too, right? They want to buy a bunch of new wheelchairs for a hospital or something.
The good thing is, if the project doesn't get completed, you get your money back.
Get the money back.
That's
so
right.
No one's just stealing your money.
Exactly. Now it says her, that's Star's, attempts were successful and enabled her to make several printings, which is great. So here we see the word attempt. So attempt is spelled A-T-T-E-M-P-T, attempt. It's often used as a verb, but here we've got it as a noun. An attempt is an effort to do something, usually something difficult. For example, many attempts were made to climb Mount Everest before anyone successfully made it to the top. So we also saw the word enable. The crowdfunding enabled her to make printings.
That's right. Enable is a verb. It's spelled E-N-A-B-L-E. Enable. Well, if you are able to do something, that means you can do something, right? If you have 2 legs, you are able to walk. Or we could talk about your legs enabling you to walk. So enable is to make something possible, to make it okay for you to do something, right? If you want to go out and see a movie, but it's a school night, you might ask your parents for permission. And if they say, okay, you can see the movie, that enables you to go out without getting in any trouble. If you're a driver of a car, well, I hope you have your little driver's license in your pocket. That enables you to drive without breaking the law. If you have a key, the key will enable you to open a locked door, as long as the key fits the door. It makes it possible for you to do something. You will be successful if you are enabled in some way. For example, if you watch English for You videos every day, this will enable you to understand English better. Yes, it will. It's true.
Okay, and if we enable someone to do something, we mean we give someone the ability or the resources to do that thing. Now here it meant Star could make several printings, which meant a printing is when a load of copies of a book or something similar are printed at one time. So instead of just doing one printing and maybe making a few hundred, she could do it several times with the money she had. Now we also learned that Cheng also displayed The Doors, the book, at the London Design Festival Formosa show. So kind of showed it off to everyone.
Very interesting. So remember, this wasn't a book festival, this was a design festival, because how the book was actually made was so unusual, interesting, and out of the ordinary. And it seems she really caught people's attention because it says there she was nominated for a prize by the Association of Illustrators. Wow, so her book was picked as one of the really special ones. It says she was nominated for the prize. Didn't say she won the prize, but still, being nominated is pretty good.
To nominate is to formally enter someone to be considered for a reward or prize. It's kind of saying, this is really good. Maybe you want to think about giving it a prize. Here it was an association of illustrators who did this. So an association is a group of people that are organized and working together for a joint purpose. Now yesterday we talked about the meaning of this book, and we're going to get onto that for this last part of the article right now.
All right.
So Chung says that the meaning of the story is that people can always escape a life they don't like.
Very interesting. Yeah, we might not be able to travel in time, but as the article concludes, it says The Doors encourages us to open doors to new worlds where we can find our true selves. So it might not mean traveling in time, but maybe traveling to another country, doing things.
Getting a new job.
That's right.
Just changing your life.
Doing things you don't normally do, taking a few chances to try to shake your life up, and maybe you'll find that a life that was kind of boring and predictable suddenly becomes very exciting and stimulating and fun, just by changing things up a little bit.
Okay, well that is the end of today's article. We've got time though today to go to our For You Chat question right now.